Fans of a Horus Heresy, unexpected conversions, and a catacomb's worth of skulls, thank you very much for joining me for a conversion review and end of 2021 little video, I suppose. You could almost call this a festive video. It's that time of year, isn't it? It's nearly Christmas, or, if you're in the northern hemisphere like I am, and, because of our planet's unique wobble, it's a midwinter festival, so it's the darkest days of the year. So what do? Well, we have lots of food and we drink lots of drink, to get through the dark days. But, the winter solstice has passed and we are now on the upward trajectory of lighter days as we move towards 2022. And hopefully 2022 is going to be fun for our hobby of the Horus Heresy, which I'll come back to later. Anyway, so what we're doing in this video is we're having a very quick look at this fellow. And this fellow is a conversion of the recently released Black Templar Castellan miniature, based on John Blanche's classic artwork from the cover of Warhammer 40,000 3rd edition from 1988, if my memory serves me correctly. I unboxed this miniature a few weeks ago, maybe over a month ago now, knowing me. And what I wanted to do was, I really liked this model when I saw it, but I'm not really a 40k player or collector, not like serious. And I wanted to use a miniature, but I wanted to use it for something Heresy. So this is what I've come up with. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the conversion I did, and then a little bit what it means thematically in the Heresy army I'm going to use it for. So that's a plan. So here we have him. So this guy is no longer a Black Templar Castellan, officially de-Black Templared. So there are no Black Templar icons on him anymore. This here, Terminator Honours. Any Space Marine could have that, who was trained in the use of Terminator armour. Heresy included, not just in 40k. So yes, completely detemplified. So what is this guy? He's got an interesting mix of weapons. He's got a mace, or perhaps a power maul. He's got a combi Volkite, and he's also equipped with an unusual pattern of jump pack. Now, if you're kind of like struggling to figure out what he is, well, excellent, because I want it to be unusual. So what this model is I'm using it as a chaplain miniature, and is going to be part of my next big Heresy project, which is a Night Lord's army. But he isn't actually a Night Lord. No, this guy is a chaplain from the Word Bearers. And if you've read the Heresy books, you'll know that one of the things Word Bearers did in the years preceding the Heresy is they they sent a lot of their chaplains on to missions with other legions, kind of subtly spread and feel out for people who could be future traitors. So obviously this was after the events of the journey to the Eye of Terror, we might say, in the book, The First Heretic. So this guy is a chaplain assigned to the Night Lords. So what does this mean? Well, he's going to be from the Osseous throne chapter, and because of the immense scullage, a whole catacomb's worth, as I said in the introduction, of the Dark Templar Castellan miniature, I just thought this has to be something a bit ominous, or more ominous than just a Black Templar. And that's how I decided to play him. And that also explains why he's equipped with a Night Raptor jump pack. And the basic sort of idea is he's gone a bit native and adopted some of the ways and practices of the Night Lords. And he's actually going to be a bit of a renegade from his own legion, from the Word Bearers, and he's gone rogue, gone native with the Night Lords. Perhaps a little bit Colonel Kurtz style, Heart of Darkness, perhaps. Apocalypse Now, Conrad Kurtz. Yes, yeah, that's why I've given him this Night Raptor jump pack. In terms of his mace, well, I wanted something to, insignia-wise, call him out as a Word Bearer. So the mace head is from this Praetor miniature that was released earlier this year. And I did a weapon swap because I didn't like the mace on this guy. I gave him this long blade instead. That gave me a free mace head. So it's a lovely mace. The only problem is it came with sort of like foam flame around it, which I wasn't a big fan of. So I carefully cut all that away and resculpted all the detail. As you can see there. That was just hand cut with a knife. And he's unmistakably a Word Bearer. It also allowed me to change the orientation of his weapon a little bit. so it's more in line with his arm, which is a slight oddity of the miniature, which was done to replicate the art, but I'm happy with the overall, let's say, orientation. So he's now got a power maul, an unmistakable word bearer symbol on it. And then to round it out, I wanted to give it a weapon that marked it out as being quintessentially Heresy. And as far as chaplain weapon goes, I can't really think of one that is more so than a Volkite weapon, and here we've got a combi Volkite. This, if you are wondering where it came from, is from the event-only Cataphracti Terminator Praetor. You can buy it at Warhammer World and Forge World events. I had a spare, so I've got 2 of these, so I decided to put on this guy. So it'd been in my bits box for ages. Of course, did a cheeky bit of bolter drilling. Yeah. So that was it. I really enjoyed making this miniature, and I'm really pleased with how it came out. Sometimes it's fun just to do something quite wacky and creative and unexpected. And that's what I did here. So I hope you like this miniature. I suppose I should talk about size. This Marine is a big guy. This is from kind of a current range. So he is tall, and if we compare him to another Heresy model, we can see that, yeah, he's got a good 6 inches, maybe even a foot on other Space Marines. Here's a Cataphracti Terminator. Yeah, he's a big unit. And let's just compare him to one of his brothers, ex-brothers. He's probably about the same height as this Cataphracti Librarian. That's from my Serrated Sun chapter. So I think the miniature is a little bit on the big side, but I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility. Oh, let's do another one. Let's do Narek Draegr. Put next to Narek Draegr, you know, we're quite close in height terms. But he is a big fella. But, you know, I think ever since we've had the release of the Imperial Fist Tartaros Praetor miniature, then I think we can clearly see that some Space Marines can be giants, even amongst giants. And that, for me, is my headcanon around this guy. A Word Bearer Chaplain of the Osseous throne, fighting with the Night Lords. Yeah, cool conversion, something different and a bit off-piste. So that brings us to the end of the video and the end of 2021. What year 2021 has been. Not because of perhaps what was released in the Horus Heresy, but perhaps of what wasn't released but we saw. And of course, this is the year of Code 30. Then the leaks, you know, the images of a new Mark VI box set with a presumably plastic Spartan. And then not so long ago now, we had the leaks with details of the Heta Gladius box set. I don't know how long it is until that is going to get announced. I have a feeling we are very close now. I've got a hunch it's going to be in the next month, not long at all. So perhaps 2021 is the year we didn't get a massive amount of Heresy releases, but we did find out something really important. And hopefully 2022, we're going to see some really big new releases for the Heresy. We'll have to see what comes. I'm very excited. You know, if we get some new box sets, some new plastic miniatures, I'll definitely do some content around them. All that leaves me now to say is to wish you all a very happy festive holiday. Whatever you may be doing, whatever this holiday means to you, I do hope you have a good break. And if this isn't a holiday time for you, well, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Enjoy your festive foods and drinks. So have a happy and peaceful Christmas. And here's looking forward to a bountiful new Heresy year.